Alright, welcome to the third series of Put Your Learning to Practice. We are still in the overview section of our course, and what I'm trying to do here is harness whatever we have learned so far, and I'm going to put it into practice through the business plan that I am presenting here. Okay, as I mentioned in the previous video, the summary of the business plan should be about 10 pages long. It should have an extended executive summary. It should be appropriate for a startup. It should seek the capital needed to begin the business, and it should gauge investor interest, which means that you need to be talking about how you're going to be giving back to the community, which means that you have to identify the existing problems in your community that your business is going to address. These problems could be in the form of testimonials that you collected over time. This could be in the form of surveys you collected over time, polls, or any kind of polling system, or any kind of the customer response system you may have, and collect that data and present that in the form of interesting statistics showing that there is a need for this business. Okay, so if you look at the business idea that I have, it's called Scrumptious Indulgence. Okay, this is the name of the business, and it deals with homemade cakes. Okay, just like the example that I showed you here, Cakes by Crystal. And you can already see a lot of shortcomings in this business plan, in this business itself. Not necessarily shortcomings. What I'm trying to say is that what you can see here is, look, it doesn't let you, all it does is lets you submit the order, but it does not help you make any kind of payment. Okay, what does that mean? That the payment is made when the customer picks up or gets the cake delivered. And the next example that I showed you was the payment gateway. Okay, something like this. You need something like this in your business plan, and this is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a cake business, and in this cake business I'm going to show you how you can create a website. And in this cake business you have suppliers and you have consumers, and this business plan will be about, so this is a 10 to 40 pages long business plan, and it is significant or at a later stage of financing, and it has a strategic partnerships established as well. We're going to talk about that in detail in the upcoming chapters. And it should contain a cover page, it should have table of contents, executive summary, company, market opportunity, product, service, sales and promotion, financials, and appendix. The cover page should have a company's name, address. For example, we have this company's name here, and I'm going to write the name of the company, Scrumptious Indulgence. Okay, I think the spelling of indulgence is not correct. Okay, the address is, we could say this is the address of the place, the location where the person is working. It's like, we could say MBZ City, Abu Dhabi. Okay, UAE. Main contact, the CEO or president is, the name of the CEO or president is, okay, let me write that down so that you have an idea what I'm talking about. The name of the person is Miss Anne. So the name of the contact is Miss Anne Andrews, for example, and her number is XXX. Email address is Andrews at Scrumptious Indulgence.com, and confidentiality statement. I will explain what that is when we come to it. Executive summary should give the reader a clear understanding of what you are up to. Miniature version of a complete plan. Keep it short. 2 or 3 pages. And remember, the executive summary is usually written towards the end of the business plan. You don't write the executive summary in the beginning. You write it, leave a space in the beginning, and then you write the entire, you summarize your own entire business plan. Attempt a draft before you write the rest of the plan. It will expose weakness. So that's the first thing that you need to do when you create a business plan. You need to create a draft. Okay, you can submit the draft to me for checking. I would be happy to point out some mistakes for you. And remember that the writing in the business plan should be immaculate. It has to be free of all grammatical errors. It should be of perfect English, so please get it checked. Please proofread, please read aloud, and please have a friend read it for you. Okay, this is the most important thing. That's the next chapter that we will talk about. I'm going to come back to this business plan once I finish the next chapter. Okay, so I would like to stop here. This is where I'm going to stop. You have to talk about the company, the mission and strategy, past, present, future, people and management, directly relevant experience to opportunity being you pursued, skills and abilities, motivations and commitment. So as far as the current business plan is concerned, it's a homemade cake baking business, and we specialize in all kinds of cakes. We specialize in wedding, birthday party, any kind of occasion, event, anything that you have, you can give it to us and we're going to create a cake for you. Now, what are my skills? What are the skills of the owner? Miss Ann Andrews, does she have the skills? Yes, she has a very good set of portfolio in which she can describe the work that she has done, the certificates or the diploma programs that she's done in baking. So she needs to make sure that she talks about her credentials, her any kind of degrees or any kind of formal education she's had in cake baking. She needs to talk about that, and any past contracts that she has and any kind of reviews that she has to present those. So what we do is we need to make sure that the mission and strategy you are very much in control of what is your mission and how are you going to get there. That's pretty much what it means. Okay, we have 15 slides of creating a business plan, and I'm going to touch this again and again and again. I'm going to keep touching this throughout my course. Okay, then let's move to the Wix.com page and get started on another hands-on activity that I want to show you. And like I said, you need to create an account. I have an account here, zubia4@qualityforlife.ae. And what I need to do is I just need to manage my site. Okay, just need to make sure that I'm doing it right. Create a new site. Okay, let's create a new site. Remember, I am going to create a site that is similar to Cakes by Crystal, but much better, but has a payment gateway as well. I'm not going to do it right away. All of this I'm not going to do today, but we're going to get started. Our aim is to create a business called Scrumptious Indulgence. Okay, so let's scroll down, and I want to look into my categories. Okay, I have most popular, I have blank templates, I have new templates, but I am going to look for an online store. Okay, it has to be an online store. Why am I choosing online store? Because I am going to be able to have a shopping cart software attached to it. What's a shopping cart software? Again, revising shopping cart software. Supposing you have a shopping cart, you have an online store, any online store that has, okay, let's take a look at the example that I gave you last time. Any website that has a shopping cart, for example, add to cart, and you're able to see the cart itself. This website has a shopping cart. Okay, it's an online store. Cakes by Crystal, by contrast, does not have any kind of shopping cart. Okay, remember? So what I'm going to do is I am going to scroll down in the online store. All of these, I know that they have some kind of shopping carts attached to it. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down and I am going to select one for my business. Let me see if they have anything for restaurants and food. Okay, they do have something, but am I able to create an online store out of it? We'll find out. Okay, all right, we'll find out. If we don't have any, I'm going to add it. It's always possible to add later. Okay, because I seriously want cafe and bakery. I seriously want something that looks like a bakery, you know, a bakery layout. Now this is the wonderful thing about about Wix.com, that you have so many templates available for you to choose from. Okay, they have this coffee shop, they have the bread shop, ice cream. I like this. Okay, let me view it. Let's view it first. Okay, and it gives you click, edit, and create your own amazing website. You can edit the site. Now remember, I am not teaching HTML. I'm not teaching website development. No, all I'm doing is I am making sure that whatever you learn in the e-commerce course, you're able to apply it on the website, because the ultimate product of learning or developing an e-business is a website. Okay, believe me, it does not get any farther than that. The website is a central hub. Now I am just talking about the simple user interface here. A complex e-commerce website has many portals. We talked about that in the first chapter. Right now I am only dealing with a simple interface. All I want is to display some really nice pictures of my cakes, and I want to be able to sell them online. Okay, this is an HTML5 website. What this means is that the website, you can experience this website using any kind of device. Okay, and you can edit the site if you like it. Okay, auto online. What happens when I click here? Okay, it's loading. Okay, it has some flavors that I can pick and choose from. Okay, $9 for this. Okay, all of the cakes have flavors, are cupcakes, and then you have flavors here. These are the flavors. Okay, my order, browse our menu. Okay, subtotal. Let me try see what happens. Chocolate vanilla cupcake. Add an item. Okay, I want this to go up. Okay, I've ordered, and order now. It's going to take me to shopping cart. Awesome. We're not accepting online orders yet. All right, this is just like Cakes by Crystal. Okay, I'm going to change this. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add an online shopping cart app. Okay, I can either do that, or I can simply choose an online store. I could do health and beauty, and let me show you the difference what they have here. For example, this is beauty. What looks the most closest to my cake store? Okay, I like this. Let me look at it. Okay, all right, what happens if I try to buy something? Yes, this is a shopping cart. I can see this. It's a shopping cart. It looks a bit bland for me. Let me look at this guy here. Okay, the power of nature. The graphics at the background really don't suit me that well. It's a cake business, but you know what? I can use it. Let me check. Hair and skin. Okay, for example, if I want to buy this, what happens? I'm just playing with the Yes, it has a lot of information here, and you can just buy it.
Okay.
So if I check out, what happens? Please contact for complete your purchase. Again, this needs a shopping cart. All right, so that means all of them are ready to be added. Okay, I'm going to delete all of these and I'm going to edit this site. Let me show you what happens when I edit this site. Okay, it's going to load up, and in the next video you're going to see all these instructions. You can play this and you can take a look on how to play with these things. But what I'm going to do is I am going to start customizing this site. Okay, and in the next video that's what I'm going to do. All right, hang in there, take care.